Okay, so here we are. We are going to, I'm sorry, I'm going to reset. So, in case I was practicing. So here we are. We're in this image, insane image to retouch. Really, like, nobody should even try this. So, we're going to try our way and try to get something that's more decent. So, first step, let's just see if we can retouch. What we really care is, maybe Sanchi's, basically Sanchi's face. After that, the clothing, all that stuff, we'll be able to adjust and fix it. So let's start with, we're going to create a new layer, new blank layer. We're just going to do the retouching as we've done. And we're going to go with the healing brush. And so, the two tools we use are healing brush and spot and a clone stamp. So, and then we're going to start removing. And I'm not going to do the whole thing, but um, we're going to try to do as much as quickly as possible. And just remembering that basically what we're dealing with is um, just Sanchi's face, which is basically the most important. And so at this point, just be careful with the dragging. I find that sometimes um, it just doesn't do as great a job. So you get an idea. I'm going to do maybe the forehead. And I want you to notice that there's a little bit of grain, which we'll get back to, and we'll try to create. So before I do any adjustment, I'm gonna work with this image. Just so you get the picture, and it's already looking better. Um, Sometimes, like you can see, I retouched here. If I didn't like it, I'm going to click the E. I'm going to erase it. That's it. And I'm going to go back um, to the stamp. This is easy, far from perfect, but it will be fine. I think this is going to be like, the house is basically 90% burnt, and let's see if we can actually save the structure or something. And now I think it's gonna look okay at the end. Um, and one way to navigate through your progress, so I'm going fairly quickly, is to just sometime hide, and you're like, oof, yeah, that did a little bit of job. So I'm at 300%, which much more than I would do usually. But this is a really great picture. So anyway, so I'm going to keep going. Everything else after that, you can just go. Um, but if I can get a decent retouch of his face, which honestly, should take 5 to 10 minutes. Just his face. That's all I'm concerned with. And I'll go through his beard, but the beard, I looked, and it seems pretty good. So I've done this. I've done my job. I only use the healing brush, and honestly, I think this looks okay. I'm just gonna stop now because I don't want you to be, if you want to see how to retouch, I think I made some videos that are for that. And so here we go. Okay. Okay. So so I'm going to stop here. You know, before, after, before, after. Um, I'll do this. The beard is going to be easy, and then in the beard you can actually drag. I think there's some a line like this. You can just drag. If it doesn't work the first time, just drag again. Okay. Because honestly, all my attention is gonna be on one, the face and the beard. So the worst part of looking at an image is in an image out of focus. You're like, what the hell am I looking at? So, hey, this one, this actually looks pretty good, and we just spent a few minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these two layers. Merge. How do you merge? Oh, sorry. The next step is I want to duplicate this layer. So to duplicate, you can drag this layer to the plus sign, the second one. So trash plus, which is new layer, group, adjustment, and mask. So I'm just going to take this layer and copy it, and now I have another layer. I'm going to use this layer, and I'm going to use the noise, dust, and scratch, and I'm going to, and this actually looks okay, so I'm going to click OK. You can see that I have my retouching here above, so I can hide it for now. Yeah, and actually let me move my retouching to below so we don't see it, but you can see there's still some stuff here going on. But right now we have our dust and scratch copy, so you can, for dust, I'm going to click dust, okay, and I'm going to add a mask. I'm sorry if I'm going fast. A mask is right here, the little rectangle with a circle. I have a mask, and now I'm going to use my brush. A brush is a B. You tap on B and then you have your brush, and I'm going to use the left or right bracket on your keyboard. So I'm going to use the right, and I'm going to paint, which is right here. It's going to paint. I'm going to paint black, and you can see now sunshine is coming back, and the previous layer we had is right here. Again, just remember, we started here on his face, and now we're here. I'm at 100. Let me go to 200. So actually, this looks pretty good. My brush went too far on this area, so I'm going to make it smaller, left bracket. I'm going to change the color from black to white. So I'm going to click right here, and now I can just soften it. So you can see, I think at this point this is fine. Undo this. It does not have, and then we do have this long scratch here, which I'm going to deal with this in another step. But let's put a little bit of noise on this layer. So I'm going to click and make sure the layer is selected. So mask is selected. You can see the white is surrounded the mask. Layer is selected. And I'm going to go filter, add noise, and I'm going to go, you can see the face of Sonchi, and I'm going to try to do it very slowly, maybe 3, maybe 4, and maybe 5. Yeah, that looks like the same grain as, so now the image feels like one. Okay, and I'm gonna try another step. Honestly, I think the easiest would be to just clean this up, but I'm gonna try another step. So I'm gonna take this layer, I'm gonna duplicate it. No, I'm just gonna take this layer here, the background layer, and make a new one again. So let me just hide. I'm gonna hide everything. I am going to go to filter, neural filter, photo restoration, which I've done all this in previous, but I'm going to bring it to 40, and new layer, and it's going to work. And we're going to wait 1 minute. What's happening? I don't care what it does to anything. All I'm looking at is this area. And honestly, it didn't do a really good job, so I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to delete this layer. I'm going to put them up, and I have the mask on the face, and I have this, and now I'm just going to use the healing brush right here. So it's J. I use the shortcut J. I'm going to make it a little bigger, and I am going to start retouching. Oof, that doesn't look too good. So I'm going to hide the top layer, this and undo. I'm going to click the erase. I guess you have to be a little bit more. I know why. So I'm gonna. No, I guess I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to retouch over this. This is going to be for the face. I'm going to type face. And I'm going to do a new layer. And I'm going to work on, move it to the top, J, and I'm going to work, because that's basically where it is. So I'm going to just, it does not have to be the whole length. It just need to be adjusted. So it's not as obvious. And I think that's working. I think basically this photo is done. And this is what I would send to Michael, see if he likes it. And I would spend a few more minutes on the face, but that's what I would do to deal with this insane retouching job. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any question. My email is part of the chain email that we get, the group email that we get. Okay, thank you. Bye.